Hello, everyone. I just need to make sure we're working here. One moment, please. One moment, please. Apparently, you can hear me. Hello, welcome to our mini stream. Sue is making dinner in Hawaii. She is making dinner in Hawaii. Welcome to our mini stream. Thank you for joining me. We're running a little late because we had breaking news before. Melissa McQueen and AJ are moderating, and also Rusty G and Linda Belk and Sarah. Awesome. Thank you, moderators. Thank you so much, moderators. Hang on one moment here. We have here cello. Sorry, we have cello. We have Dave Moss. Dave Moss says cello. We don't have cello here. We have Dave Moss here. Tony Del Monte, Mauricio Duque, Lithrone, Geraldine Karstensen. We have Arizona Jumper, Brendan Brumont, Miss Pac-Man, Tink, Zipper Cat, Hetty Silovitz is here, Madison is here, Cherry Cola, Patty, Oric 3D, Dolores Colbert, Polly is here. Hello, Polly. Polly, are you watching the college football game at the same time? There's actually a college football game tonight. I had it on in the background. I wasn't really watching it. I can't even remember which two teams were playing. Oh, I think I do know which two teams were playing. Oric 3D, UV Lightning, Brendan Brumont, Gwen Rott, Justin Rochkin. Justin, did I thank you last night for the Christmas Eve donation? Because I owed you a thank you for that. I thanked you last night, but I don't know if you were in the stream at that point. So thank you. Sonic is here. Sonic says, welcome to episode 469. Jeanette Heberling, Mix-a-Lot, Joanne Gabrielle, M. Sharon Solomon, Sammy Boy, Jennifer Tower, Anonymous. Anonymous. Hey guys, you know who's here? Anonymous. Yes, LSU versus K-State is right. It's Anonymous. Oh, it's like anonymous, but it's Anonymous. I see. Polly pays no attention to college football. Low roller scratcher. It's always about some kind of get-rich-quick scheme with low roller scratcher. It's either when it's not crypto, it's Powerball. Now lower roller scratcher is talking about Powerball. It's always pumping something. Kathy Moran is here. She has year-end reports up against the clock. Okay. Good luck on them. Tony Del Monte. Did I say Tony? Hello. Arizona Jumper. Mr. Showtime. Kenneth Colton. Paul McCunnan. Wendy Lincoln. Madison bought one ticket. Lynn Downey. Munica. Gigi. Tio's Landscaping, I think that's a fake story. Tio's Landscaping, people keep messaging me about this Russian rocket. No, scientist is posting about this. There's got to be a reason. If there really was a big Russian rocket that was going to hit, there's all these space people I follow and nobody's talking about it. I think it might be a piece of the rocket, like a smaller piece. Because people keep writing me about this thing, and it's like, well, if that was really happening, why wouldn't any of these space sites be covering it? I saw something from Jonathan McDowell, who's a space expert, who you'd expect to cover this, who hasn't been talking about it. But like a week ago, he said like the main piece of the rocket is higher up than a little piece of debris. So I think there might be a little debris or something. But again, all I can say is I have all these people messaging me. I don't see it being covered by any of the science and space people I'd expect to cover it. People keep frantically messaging me about it. My guess is that if it was really a big piece of rocket about to hit, that you'd be hearing more about it. I literally went through today and checked all these space people I follow, and no one's talking about it. Which makes me think something's off about this story people keep messaging me about. I did cover the Chinese rocket debris, but that was something that all these different space sites were covering because of the seriousness of it. Now, given that none of these sites appear to be, and people I follow appear to be covering it, my guess is that something is wrong with the story people keep sending me. Anyways, I mean, I'll keep looking, but that's all I can say about it. We have Jeff L. here. We have Jimmy is here. Hey, Roxanne Becky is here. Jennifer Herring is here. Dallas Alice is here. Person with 74 IQ is here. Oh, thank you, Arizona Jumper. That's very nice of you. Arizona Jumper says, past due lounge rent. Hey, very kind of you, Arizona Jumper. Thank you so much. So nice of Arizona Jumper. You know, just the problem is I expect people who send me news links and recommend stories to me to do a basic degree of due diligence. And I get all these people writing me about this rocket because like somebody made a video on it on YouTube. Well, if it's really that big of a deal, I don't think the only person talking about it would be somebody who made a video on YouTube. You got to do better before writing to me about this stuff. You got to do it. There's a basic degree of due diligence that you have to do. That's why it gets annoying. Got 6 messages about it. Yet the only links I have is a link to a YouTube video, which is not by any kind of person I recognize. The Ars Technica article I saw, but it has very little detail in it. And again, that's not a space site. I would think Jonathan McDowell, who covers everything, would be talking about it on his Twitter feed, and he has not been at all. And the space sites I looked at have not been talking about it at all. No, Blake, that's a terrible argument. Blake says the flip side of that is that no other channels were covering COVID when you first started covering it. No, that's a bad parallel. The better parallel is the Chinese rocket. Now, you can't draw a parallel between every single story and whether it's covered or not. How about a relevant parallel? It would seem that a relevant parallel would be the Chinese rocket story, which all these sites were covering. I don't know why you have to run out of your way to draw some. Again, it's just because one story about something isn't covered by various media doesn't make it a good parallel to this specific story. A better parallel to this specific story is another story about the same thing. Ah! 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 It's okay, Tio's Landscaping. It's just I've gotten a bunch of messages about it. And I feel like people aren't doing due diligence. I feel like people are sending me what amounts to clickbait, and then I have to deal with it. Farhat is here. Farhat is here. I'm guessing it's like a. It's not like it's like some debris, and it's not like a 20. It's not the stage of rocket. Oh, see, Jonathan McDowell posted about it. Here you go. He just posted about it. Good. Now I have something to work with. Fantastic. I just checked him again. See, there's no post, no post, no post, no post, no post. Now here's what he says. He says the Persei vehicle stranded in low parking orbit when the Persei stage failed to restart is reported to have a mass around 20 tons, including propellant, bore like 3 to 4 tons dry. I think the Chinese rocket weighed 20 tons without propellant. It is expected to make an uncontrolled reentry, okay? So he posted this. Now, hold on. Look at this. Any damage from surviving debris will be minor. Somebody says this is a don't look up moment. He says any damage from surviving debris will be minor. It might dent some poor person's roof, but it won't wipe out humanity. So he is not this is very different than when he was talking about the Chinese rocket. This is Jonathan McDowell. Because when the Chinese rocket was coming down, he was the one on TV all the time giving interviews about the Chinese rocket. He seems a lot less concerned about this thing. So I'm assuming it's not a huge deal. And my guess is that he said more like 3 to 4 tons dry. My guess is that it's not, it sounds to me like it's a lot less mass than the Chinese rocket was. I'm glad I checked again. But he is a Harvard astronomer, and he was the one on TV all the time about the Chinese rocket. He seems to be a lot less worried about this. I'm glad I checked. He hadn't posted about it in a while. Literally one post. One post. I don't think he posted anything else about it. He posted about it 3 hours ago, and then I'll go back and I'll keep looking. Nothing, 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 nothing. Again, you know, it's like, I think if he thought it was a huge deal, he'd be posting about it. Space.com. I think they'd be covering it. Well, there's nothing there. Where is it? Where is it? I don't see anything on Space.com about it. I'm guessing because it's probably not a relatively big deal, given what normally falls out of the sky. Okay, so I'm not going to worry about it because the space experts I see don't seem to be worried about it. Jenny Lassiter says, I couldn't find hardly anything on that earlier when I searched. Exactly. Now, it'd be nice if some expert explained why they don't really care about it. But again, I think maybe it's something to do with the fact that he said it's 20 tons with propellant. My guess is maybe the propellant doesn't survive the reentry, which means it's 3 to 4 tons, which is a lot smaller. I think the Chinese rocket was 20-something tons. Okay, anyways. Chris, I have your package. We'll open your package. Okay, let's see here. Callie Voltaire is here. Erica is here. Rusty Craig. Leonard is here. Leonard Gallimont. Cindy Jones. Darren Markley. Nan B. Breaker. Donor Cyclist is here. Killer Cobra is here. We're going to open Chris Slovik's package because Chris sent me a package. Chris normally is in Thailand, but I think he's visiting the U.S. So we were on earlier today. We were covering the Kazakhstan protests. So in case you missed it, we did a stream on Agenda Free TV about the Kazakhstan protests. I actually want to do a quick check and just make sure I'm not missing any kind of big developments there. Hey, Rick Hoppy is here. Nicole is here. Marianne Harris is here. Marzell is here. So in case you missed it, we did Kazakhstan protests right there. And then Susan Seas is here. Let me do a quick check here. One moment here. I have to make sure nothing crazy is going on. How long is a mini stream? It won't be as long, not as long as a normal stream. How's that? Not as long as a normal stream. And, I was tweeting last night. I was up last night tweeting about the cars stuck on the Virginia I-95 in Virginia, which was kind of crazy. I was thinking about covering it, but there just wasn't that much to say. There really wasn't any video I could show. People didn't seem. I mean, I don't know that anybody even got injured. I haven't heard any reports of injuries. So people were like, "This sucks," and it was really terrible for them. But it was really bad to be stuck that long. But it just didn't. It didn't feel like something that warranted a stream. So, what can I say? I was looking at it a lot. It was crazy. Yeah, it was crazy. But at the same time, it just didn't feel like. Again, I was really keeping up with it. It just didn't feel like something like it was a stream thing. Derek says happens every year or two here in Chicago. Breaker said, Tony Del Monte checked out your channel today. Great job. Carbon Form says, that was crazy. I always keep my gas at least half full. Like no one, I was looking at people's comments and people were really annoyed, but no one was like, I just saw a person passed out in their car or something, So it didn't reach that level. Deep fried turkey, Kenneth? I bet it would taste good. The problem is I try to avoid eating fried stuff these days. Blue Bayou is here. Jade Angel is here. Oh, Tony put up some new songs on his channel. Maybe we'll check them out in a little bit. Chris says, took my friend 3.5 hours to move 30 minutes from his house. Tio's Landscaping, hopefully Texas has taken action to prevent what happened last year. I don't know enough about it. All right, so we're gonna open Chris's package in a second. We should do that while Chris is here. So, anyways, welcome to the stream. This is our mini stream. The product I use in my sink is Barkeeper's Friend. Barkeeper's Friend. Tony put up some new songs on his channel. Tony's songs include Magic the Cars cover, Magical Mystery Tour. We got some more M's. Me So Horny, Tony did. Wow. Middle of the Road Pretenders, and others. You can see those at Tony's channel, Tony Del Monte. Beard O'Doom is here. I'm annoyed. I've had this thing for like a month where my eyelid is itchy. One of my eyelids is itchy. I think I have like a little bit of a skin tag there. You can't see it on the air, but there's like a little skin tag I think that's irritating my eyelid and it makes it itch. And so basically, I think it's probably I assume it's just a simple thing for like a doctor to like take care of and remove it or whatever. But I don't want to go to the doctor right now. I want to kind of wait for the Omicron thing to like chill out before going to the doctor's office. But today it was really annoying me. It's not annoying me right now. It kind of comes and goes. But then it got really annoying today, and I was like, I think maybe I should just go. But I don't want to go and get sick for a week. So I don't know what to do. I might go. I might see what the deal is. I might see if there's anybody around me who. No, I'm not going to do it myself. Not going to do it myself. But this has been going on for like 2 months. I mean, it doesn't look really bad or anything. It's just, at a certain point, maybe there's some kind of thing I can put on it or they do whatever. But I am not a doctor. Jenny Lassiter says, trust me, you don't want this crap. Well, what I don't need is to go to the doctor's office and then I get the virus and I'm sick for a week. I mean, I've been boosted, so odds are I wouldn't get extremely sick, but it can be bad. You won't catch Omicron just by going? Why? If I go to a doctor's office and there's lots of people there, what if I go in there and the doctor's assistant has it and he or she doesn't even know, or the doctor might have just gotten it and they don't even know they have it because they don't have any symptoms or something. So of course you can get it. Right, as GCAT says, it's super contagious. So why, if it's not going to bother me that much, I'd rather just wait. But today it was really annoying me. It's not annoying me right now. So I'll have to see. I'll have to see how it goes. If it was all the time like it gets when it's bad, I would have to go because it's annoying. But it comes and goes. Roxanne says, my daughter, husband, and 1-year-old in Chicago have COVID. A lot of people have it. But I really do not need to even just get sick for a week or whatever it is. Even if it was just that. Who wants that? Also, I can't do a virtual appointment for it. It's not... I don't think it's going to be something. If something with your skin, I assume they actually need to look at it in person and not look at it on a phone or something. It's kind of hard to see anyway. Doreen has a doctor's appointment Thursday. She says he has to go. She doesn't want to go. Well, I mean, if it's an important enough appointment, you know. Tired Pup says, would you go to dermatologist or general practitioner? I was thinking about this. I think probably a dermatologist, even though it costs more, because it's in a, I wouldn't want, it's in a conspicuous place in a sense. So I wouldn't want to be messed up. If I went to a general practitioner, maybe they'd say, let's take it off. And then there'd be a scar there or something. I don't know. You know, given where it's located, I think it's probably worth paying a little extra and going to a dermatologist. Oh, we have the chat doctors. We have chat doctors offering their diagnosis. Believe me, I've looked stuff up online. There's no easy diagnosis. Looks like a skin tag or something, but we'll see. Coconut Shell says, trust your gut. Kenneth says, I did my own research. Callie Voltaire says, chat doctors incoming. Chat dermatologists. Chat dermatologists are highly trained dermatologists in the chat. Right, Munica says, be careful being so close to your eye. Yeah, you know. You just want to be careful with it. But again, it's like right now it's fine. It's just sometimes during the day, it comes and goes. Oh, I had something to show you guys, by the way. Thank you, Arizona Jumper. Hey, Arizona Jumper posted the chat doctor sticker. How appropriate. That's the chat doctor sticker from Arizona Jumper. It's perfect. The story is, she initially thought that was a doctor. So it's the chat doctor sticker. Thank you, Arizona Jumper. Let's see here. Hang on a second. Hang on one moment here. Oh, thank you to Gringo from Mexico. Gringo from Mexico City. Hope you had a good day, Steve Mods and viewers. Do you think any states will ever go into lockdown again? Like some Canadian provinces in China, Holland? Are any of the Canadian provinces actually under full lockdown? I can't remember. I know Ontario has some regulations. But I can't remember. In the U.S., I mean, I don't think it'll happen. It's politically, it's hard to do in the U.S. The only way it would happen is if things got significantly worse in a particular location. Oh, yeah, Ontario did. Ontario, look. Yeah, Ontario closed schools, gyms, and indoor dining. Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen. It's just hard to do politically in the U.S. So that would be one reason for it to not happen. But if things got bad enough with hospitals somewhere, it could happen. Depends on how it happens. What happens with the hospitals? Gringo says in Mexico, it's so not about politics here. Gringo said Quebec is too. Oh, no indoor dining in Quebec. I probably retweet. I just forget. I forget what's happening where. No indoor dining in Quebec. That's from jdsupra.com. Whatever that is. Hang on. I should get a better source. I don't even know what that is. Quebec. Yeah, restaurant dining rooms are closed. That's from Quebec. Bars and breweries and taverns and casinos are also closed. Kenneth says, can you play a video of mine if I happen to drink in the vid? I don't think there's a problem if you take a sip of something. I don't think that's a problem. But again, thank you, Gringo. Oh, Tommy says the Ontario lockdown starts soon. I didn't even know that. Starts on January 5th. Says on that's according to our viewer. Hey, Chris, is Chris Slovic still there? If Chris Slovic's still there, I want to open Chris's. Package. If he's still watching, let's do that next. Seize the Day says we locked down at midnight. I guess she's in Ontario. Okay, let's go get Chris's package. Hold on, we're gonna open this. Now, Chris is normally in Thailand. He's normally in Thailand, but I believe he's visiting the U.S., and he mailed this from the U.S. Oh, Gringo, thank you. Gringo says, why is it political up here? It's just people take sides on things like the virus and masks and the vaccine a lot of times based on what political party they are in. As to why it's like that, I have no idea. I can't tell you a why, but that's why it's political, because people think, a lot of people think if they base their views on it, but depending on what party they're in, it seems like. I mean, certainly the views they pretty strongly stick to party lines. I can't tell you the reason for this, but that's when I say it's political. That's what it is. So it's hard. So any kind of policy you make regarding the virus, it's like half the people will be happy and half the people will be angry. So that's why I was saying it's hard, because you have these politically opposed groups. I mean, there could be look, at a certain point you could have a lot, there could be a city, if an American city where things get bad, and if the people who live in that city are all pretty much in the same party, then you might expect something to happen maybe. So, but I think when you get to a larger level, like a state level, it'll be too politically difficult. Hey, thanks again, Gringo. I appreciate it, Gringo. It's a fair question. Right, it's not this way everywhere, but it is this way here. It's just the way it is. I have no idea why. Thank you, Gringo. I appreciate that. Okay, now. Wasn't like it when we started covering it. When we started covering the virus, it was not like that. For like the first 2 months, and then it became that way. The first 2 months, we were just covering the virus, and you didn't really hear political talk about it. And I didn't get the sense when we covered it for the first 2 months that people's views about it were roughly hewing to their political views, to their political party. But that changed real fast. Okay, so Chris sent me this from the U.S., from Pennsylvania. But I guess, Chris, this is something from Thailand, maybe? Thanks, Zombie Carrots. I'm glad you liked the stream today. Oh, I guess I can open this. Chris, do you want to say anything about it? Yes, from Thailand. Chris got me something in Thailand. It'd be nice if it was... what do you call it? Like Pad Ki Mao. I don't think it's Pad Ki Mao. Is there a note? Okay, I see something. I see a note. To Steve from Christopher Slovic. Oh. It's really from him. Erica says fun. Jock says it's not full lockdown at all in Quebec. Yeah, I think the question was more like, will there be like some kind of lockdown measures? I mean, there is no restaurants and bars is a pretty big deal. Okay, here it is. Ooh, it's a card. Hey, look, it's a holiday card. Christmas is a state of mind. Chris wrote a note. Hi, Steve. Hope all is well. This is from my weekend trip to the Golden Triangle, the former opium trade capital, now something museum. Now Turvio Museum. Now Turn Museum. The former opium trade capital, now Turn Museum. I finish Chiang Mai, Thailand in June. I finished Chiang Mai, Thailand in June, then off to Islamabad, Pakistan. Wow. So I guess Chris is going to be in Thailand until June and then going to Pakistan. What are you doing, Chris? Maybe Chris can't tell us what he does. That's very cool. He says, I wish you well. Always a listener, Christopher Slovic. Nice note from Christopher Slovic. Oh, Chris is going to, you're teaching at the International School of Islamabad? Why is this not focusing? Focus. Once in a while it does this. Hold on. There it is. Chris is an international school counselor. Nice. Very cool. So he is a international super spy, exactly, as Lisa says. We're all thinking it. Jen Madison says Chiang Mai is very pretty. All right, he sent me something. Chris sent me something from Thailand. Let's see what it is. It is, oh my gosh, are these magnets from Thailand? Wow. Is it Thailand, Laos, and Myanmar? I got magnets for the fridge. Look at these cool magnets. I got a whole Southeast Asia magnet set. It's Thailand, Laos, and Myanmar. No Vietnam, though. It's really cool. Look at this. Those are great. See, it says Thailand, Laos, and Myanmar. They're all right next to each other. Well, this is really cool. Oh, Chris says the 3 countries of the Golden Triangle. Let me show you a map. I didn't know about this Golden Triangle thing. Those are wonderful. I'm going to put those up. So it's Myanmar, Laos, and Thailand, right? These 3 right here. This is the Golden Triangle? Those are really cool. Golden Triangle, Southeast Asia. The Golden Triangle is the area where the borders of Thailand, Laos, and Myanmar meet at the confluence of the Ruak and Mekong rivers. It has become one of the largest opium-producing areas of the world. Most of the world's heroin came from the Golden Triangle until the early 21st century, when Afghanistan became the world's largest producer. That's from Wikipedia. These are so nice. Look at these. I'm so excited to put these up. Thailand, Laos, Myanmar. Does it look like that? What's the Thailand flag? Are those the colors of Thailand? Yes, see? The Thailand, they're all in the colors of the flag. There's the Thailand flag. See, look at the magnet. Now look at the, see how it's red, white, and blue? Now look at the magnet. See? Yes, all of these are the colors of their flags. So cool. These are great. Thank you, Chris. Chris says the blue is a nod to the U.S. and the Thailand one? Flag? Thailand flag. Chris says there's a whole backstory to the flag design. The colors are said to stand for nation, religion, king. Blue for the monarchy. Maybe there's different stories about the flag. Anyways. You can read about flag of Thailand on Wikipedia. The last sentence of the paragraph, well, it says, some note the flag now bore the same colors of the UK, France, Russia, and the US, but that doesn't mean that's why it has those colors. So I don't know. Chris, this is so cool. What a nice thing that Chris sent. Isn't that nice of him? So nice of Chris. These are great. I'm going to put these up. Right after the broadcast, I'm going to put these up. And then they also have, see, they have like they have buildings on them. Like this one has a, I'm guessing maybe a famous building on it. It shows you Chiang Mai and Bangkok, and then there's Laos. These are nice. Thank you, Chris. Breaker says, Chris, are you helping to teach students English? Now, Chris said he's a counselor, but maybe he's also helping people learn English. So Chris will be heading to Pakistan. So nice of Christopher. By the way, somebody else got me magnets. I forget who got me. Who got me the magnets where it's like 50 states worth of magnets? Somebody got me 50 states worth of magnets. I need to put those up too. I'll probably put those up at the same time as these. A couple weeks ago, somebody got me the 50 states worth of magnets. Yeah, it was a box of magnets. Madison says magnet stream. That was really nice of Chris. Hey, thanks, Chris. That's so nice of you. I'm so looking forward to putting those up. Yeah, Cindy mentions a Pakistan magnet. Maybe next year when he comes back, he'll put one in his pocket. So nice of Chris. Chris, good luck with the rest of your trip. Chris lives in Chiang Mai. This is where Chris lives, Chiang Mai. I bet it's great. $127,000 people in the city, 900,000 metro. Okay. So we did that. That's good. Wow, that's so nice of Chris. Very nice. Lovely. Thank you again, Christopher Slovic. So kind of him. Okay. Now, hang on a second. Let me take a second and just make sure there's nothing crazy going on right now. I need to check. Okay. Jimmy says, don't hold them too close to the screen or they might erase the stream. Oh, thank you. Hey, Patrick Davis. Thank you, Patrick Davis. Good seeing you. It's Patrick Davis. Patrick, did you take your new JetBlue job yet? I still have not had Grandma Pizza, sadly. It's very sad. Thank you, Patrick Davis. Very kind of you. Patrick, give us an update. Thank you, Teresa Young. Teresa says, do you still do lottery streams? First of all, thank you, Teresa. It's very kind of you. Teresa, if the pot gets big enough, I will. I think it's like 600 million or something. It's not, I mean, it's got to be bigger than that for me to do it. It's got to be like a record pot, basically. If it gets big enough, so big that it's like a cultural event, I'll cover it. But it's got to be that big. It's got to be that big. So maybe if it goes a couple weeks or something. Jen liked the lottery streams too. Well, there were a couple of times where they had these like record. They were even more than this. Kenneth says it's like 700 million. Yeah. So I mean, it's not. We're not doing it yet. But if it gets somewhat bigger, and it's like this big cultural event, then we'll cover it. What if one of my viewers won the lottery? Then they could buy one of each of the merch. A lottery stream is when we cover the lottery number being drawn. Rusty G liked those too. Hey, thank you, Teresa Young. I appreciate that. Very kind of you. And again, yeah, I mean, if it gets big enough, I'll cover it. But it's got to be somewhat bigger. Erica says they could get 2 of each thing. See, look, the 10 largest U.S. lottery pots. 1.5 billion Powerball 2016, Mega Millions. We covered this. I think we covered this. October 2018. 1.5 billion. We might have covered this one too, the 1 billion Mega Millions. Maybe if it gets to 1 billion. If it gets to 1 billion, we might cover it. I think we'd probably cover it. Well, it depends on how big. If it was like a record, we'd probably cover it on Agenda Free TV, but that's got to get way up there. Kenneth bought a bunch for his mom. All right, hang on a moment here. Oh, H-Town Girl Dad sent a video in. Not a video. H-Town Girl Dad sent a photo in. I don't even know if H-Town Girl Dad is watching. Oops, sorry. What happened here? H-Town Girl Dad said, spotted Lookner in my post-workout selfie. Again, I don't even know if H-Town Girl Dad is watching. Why can't I get this to work? Nice. Kenneth, did you send me something? Like you said you were going to send a video. I want to make sure I didn't miss it. But maybe you didn't send me one. It's fine if you didn't. I didn't see it here. MSU Kiwi is here. Josie started streaming on this channel in 2018. Oh, H-Town Girl Dad is here. H-Town Girl Dad is here. Oh, that's cool. Nice. That's H-Town Girl Dad. He's in the chat right now. Looks like you were on a bike. Were you on a bike? I can't tell. I help people get in shape. Mm-hmm. Okay, who do we got next? Who do we got next? Or what do we got next? Did we hear back from Kenneth? Kenneth says, I decided to wait. I want to send a good one. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. let me go back to my notes here. Oh, I wanted to show you guys something. Sorry, see my eyelid started itching again. It's crazy. I really might have to go see somebody about it. It's really annoying. It's really annoying. It's been annoying for like 6 weeks. Where Josie says, where do we buy agenda-free t-shirts? The mods will post the link in the chat. Thanks so much to our mods, by the way. Big thanks to our mods. Lizzie, Melissa McQueen, AJ, Sarah, Rusty G. Thank you, mods. Seize the Day is doing weights. Scott, please do not repeat things. Scott, please do not repeat things in the chat. Okay, so I want to talk about something else. Which I think is important. And I think it was Kimberly Barr who initially told me that this was happening, if I remember right. So Jim Corsi, who actually is from my hometown, and he played for the Boston Red Sox. He died of cancer at the age of 60 today. It's very sad. And he had colon cancer and liver cancer. I believe it started with colon cancer. And this is bad, but there's a especially bad reason I'm showing you. If you look at what he said, he did an interview recently, and look what he said. He said, I made a mistake when I was younger by not getting a colonoscopy. I should have done it, he said, fighting back tears. If you're out there, don't wait. Don't be stupid. I was a professional athlete and thought I was invincible strong. You're not. Cancer is not a prejudice to anybody. That's my message. Don't wait, he said. You don't want to end up like this. If you get it soon enough, you'll be all right. He gave that interview shortly before his death. He died today. So it looks like what happened is he never got a colonoscopy, and then he developed colon cancer and he didn't know it. And then I think by the time they caught it, it had already spread to his liver. He literally said, I made a mistake when I was younger by not getting a colonoscopy. So this is the reason I was, this is a reason I was so wanted to get a colonoscopy, is because it can be a hard cancer to catch, and they can help prevent it if you get a colonoscopy. So very sad. He had 4 kids, and yeah, it's really, really terrible. It's condolences to his family. It's awful. It's awful. It's terrible. Barbara said, my husband had colon cancer when he was 52. Now, I'm guessing it won't catch every cancer case, but apparently in his situation, it could have been caught. He was 60. So I don't know if they had a history of it in his family, but I assume if nothing else, they would have recommended it at 50. So it's really sad. So look, this is what we talked about. Black Winch says, what age you should get your first one? Well, I think it might depend on whether you have like a family history, but I know for me, when I had no family history, my insurance started covering it at age 50, and that's when my doctor. For my doctor and my insurance said age 50. That's when I had mine. You can ask your doctor and look at what your insurance says. Blake says 45 is recommendation now. Yeah, it depends also on your, again, it can be expensive procedure, and insurance, it depends on your insurance, what they cover, and certain doctors will say certain things. So I'm not a doctor. I'm not getting out medical advice. I just know for my doctor and my insurance, it was 50, but also maybe it could depend on if you have a family history. Maybe they say get it earlier. I don't know. I can't speak to that, but definitely look into it. Ask your doctor about it. Callie Voltaire says, very sad and preventable. I have a 48-year-old friend diagnosed with liver colon cancer. I'm hopefully she survives. Grace says, my brother was supposed to get one. He tested positive for COVID. Hopefully he can get it soon. Like after maybe he no longer tests positive anymore. I mean, that's something with the virus. I was reading about that today. There's people who are scheduled for surgery and then they test positive and they have to delay the surgery. But it's not good, and they can find precancerous polyps in the colonoscopy and take them out. M says, my uncle died from that. He was diagnosed too late and died a month after finding out. It's really bad. Carbon Form says, it saved my mom's life. Definitely an important conversation to have with your doctor. Oh, Zipper has a gut issue. Zipper had first colonoscopy at 28 and every 5 years later. So condolences to Jim Corsi's family. It's very sad. It's very sad. Gail has been painting tonight. I hope the painting has been going well, Gail. Yeah, it's an easy thing to let slide. The lamb is the light says you really have to be proactive about it. Yeah, I mean no one's gonna come to your house and throw you and put you in handcuffs and take you to get it. You got to do it yourself. Marzell says, good convo to have with family. Extra AF says they just do the fecal test in UK over 60. I assume if fecal is possible, though, that they would look at you, they would do a scan on you. I don't know, though. Who knows? All right, so I wanted to mention that. It's not a fun story, but I did want to mention. Oh, hang on. There's something else I wanted to do real quick. Something else I want to do real quick. You know, I wanted to show our viewer. I missed a video during New Year's stream from our viewer Clint because he sent it to the Agenda Free TV Twitter instead of my Lookner Twitter, so I didn't see it until later on. So I wanted to share that with you. Let me just find it here. Hang on. Give me a moment and I will find it. Tony, I don't remember my shingles vaccination status. I get whatever is recommended, but I don't know my age for it and all that stuff. Let's see here. There was a couple videos. Let's see. Oops. See if I can find it. Okay, I think this is the one. This is from Clint Catalane. I think this is it. Let me see. Let me see. So there's Clint. See, Clint sent in a video, but I didn't see it when I was on the air. Can I get it to shrink here? It's always a big thing. There he is. All right, let's play this, or at least some of it. I assume it's a New Year's video. She says she's bad.
Happy New Year, Steve. Uncle Steve. Happy New Year. Happy New Year.
My niece is still watching. She's not supposed to be awake. See, he sent me a couple videos, and I think he didn't realize I wasn't checking the Agenda Free TV Twitter. So, but I finally got this one, so I really appreciate Clint sending in a video. That's Clint.
How you doing? Happy New Year, Steve.
That's from Clint. Clint Catalane. Thanks, Clint, for sending that in. Madison says, Happy New Year, Clint. Sarah says, Happy New Year, Clint. Scott, everybody's wishing Clint Happy New Year now. All right, so I'm sorry, Clint, I missed that during the stream. I just didn't know it was there. I would have played it on the stream. I know Clint watches us a bunch, so I appreciate it. Oh, hold on a second.
My name is Clint.
Let me just finish. I'll just show you a little more of it. Here.
My name is Clint. Hello, Uncle. Happy Steve. Good job, Steve.
Very nice video from Clint. Thank you, Clint. Okay, so I'm glad we got that in, because I hate when somebody sends a video in and I don't get it on the air. Sue Barker says, Happy New Year, Clint. Caesar Day says in that video in the background, I'm talking about Zara. I think we were too late for Zara tonight. Jock says, I remember him. All right, so we got that done. Good. Tim Ahern says, Happy New Year, one and all. I don't know what's going to happen with this, Kazakhstan. I don't know if we'll end up doing another stream on that. Yeah, my niece is very nice. She's great. But she's got to go to bed on time. Let's see here. I'm doing a quick check just to see updates on Kazakhstan stuff. We might have to do another stream on it, depending on what happens. When I get off the air, I'm going to check what's going on with Kazakhstan, if there's still like stuff going on there. I don't know. I'll have to see what's happening. Marzel, I never got a photo from you. I just checked my messages. There's no photo here. Arizona Street Media is here. Ryan the Gamer is here. If you're wondering what the weather is here, by the way, the current temperature is 60. It's not too bad. Warmer than last night. Oops. Tony, if you have a link to a story, you can send it to me. Feel free to pass it along, Tony. There's the weather situation. Not bad here. I can't complain. Coach QAC is here. Marzel made a soda thing with a pocket. Is this a pillow? What is this, Marzel? Here's something that Marzel created tonight, guys. This is Marzel's creation. It's Marzel's creation. It's something involving a pocket. Jonathan Wykoski is here. Good to see you, Jonathan. Oh, no. Wysokoski. Jonathan Wysokoski is here. Good to see you, Jonathan. I don't know what that is. Is it a pillow? It's a quilt. Oh, she's making a quilt. And it's, I like the idea of a pocket quilt. Bearded Doom, we're going to do another Meet the Viewer eventually. I don't like doing it when it's too late, so we'll do it. We got a bunch of people we want to meet. It's going to happen. Tonight is just a mini stream because we already did a news stream. So I don't want to go too late. Very nice, Marzel. Very creative. I like the idea of a quilt with all the pockets on it. Miss Kitty is here too. She says, I just picked it up and sewed it with wool strips. We'll make more pocket blocks and put together for a quilt for my brother. Very cool. Very cool. And then, one moment here. Then Gail sent a picture of her painting that she used on her Christmas cards, which I think is neat. Here's Gail's painting that she used on her Christmas cards. What a nice painting. That's from Gail. Very nice, Gail. It's a good Christmas card painting. It's lovely. Be a good t-shirt. You should make that into a t-shirt. Gail should make that into a t-shirt. I'd wear a t-shirt with that on it. Jacques says, nice animal. Generally, you can send things in to me at on my Twitter. Lookner on Twitter, or Lookner channel on Twitter. Tink says, is that a yak? That I can't tell you. She says it's a Highland coo, a type of Scottish cattle. Tony sent me a link. I will check it out. I will check out the link, Tony. Thank you. Thanks for passing it along. Porcupine Pancake Art is here. So, guys, we have reached midnight. We have reached midnight of this mini stream. And I have finished, I think, covering what I wanted to cover here on our mini stream. I think I covered everything I wanted to cover. So I think it might be time for the mini stream to come to a close. Pulling all-nighter. I don't know if it's going to be. I'll have to see what happens with the news stuff. I'm going to. Keep an eye on I'm going to keep an eye on the Kazakhstan stuff. I don't know if I'm going to have to stream again about that. I don't know. No, George Ordway. George, I talked about this earlier. See, George messaged me about that thing too. Stop messaging me about the Russian rocket. There's nobody, no astrophysicist or space site is worried about it. I've gotten 10 messages about it in the last 24 hours. No scientist that I've seen or space site thinks it's a big deal. Just nonstop. Everybody messaging me about it. Sorry, I don't mean to pick on you in particular, but I've gotten this message 10 times from 10 different people, and we spent 20 minutes on it earlier, and I was explaining this whole thing. If no scientist is talking about it that I know of who usually covers space, and none of the space sites are covering about it, then I don't care what a random YouTube channel says. It's probably not a big deal. We need the viewers to do due diligence. You got to do due diligence before you pass along stories to me. Again, Jonathan McDowell, he's the guy from Harvard who was on TV channels nonstop talking about the China rocket falling down. He's barely talking about it at all. And then he posted one thing about it a few hours ago, and somebody said to him, this is a don't look up moment, and he said, hardly. Any damage from surviving debris will be minor. It might dent some poor person's roof, but it won't wipe out humanity. He is not concerned about it. I will start being concerned about it when any space scientist or major space site acts concerned about it. I'm not going to be concerned about it because a random person on Twitter or a random YouTube channel I've never heard of seems concerned about it. You need to do due diligence. I shouldn't have to walk you through this. You're fully capable of doing this on your own. Okay, anyways. On that note, believe me, if I see space scientists and space sites say it's a big deal, then I'll pay more attention to it. And if it warrants covering, I'll cover it. Okay, anyways. Hey, I want to thank our moderators. Sarah, Rusty G, AJ was here, I know. Melissa McQueen. I feel like I'm missing someone. Who am I missing? But I really appreciate our moderators. I really appreciate you guys joining me for this mini stream. Thank you for joining me here. Oh, Linda was here. Linda, Lizzie? Lizzie's here. Was Linda here? Linda was here earlier, right? Lizzie's here now. Thank you, Linda and Lizzie. And thanks you guys for watching. Good mini stream. MSU Kiwi says, we've got a lot of space junk in this part of the world, New Zealand, that is. Lots of ocean to aim for. Oh, Laura Nolan is here. She said it's 5 a.m. where she is or something, I think she said. Good to see you, Laura Nolan and Eddie Holner. Okay, so I really appreciate you guys tuning in. More streams coming soon. Here in Agenda Free TV. By the way, I did make an effort on Agenda Free TV today. I made a special effort in the middle of the broadcast to explain that we had 2 news channels on YouTube to let people know about the second news channel. All right, let me thank you guys. Oh, Tony's getting a booster tomorrow. Very good, Tony. That's awesome news. That's great to hear, Tony. Awesome. Yeah, I don't know, Porcupine Pancake Art. It always depends on how the news is. If there's big enough news, I'll go live on Agenda Free TV. Hey, thanks for watching, Callie Voltaire. Tired Pup, I'm glad you like the news coverage. Awesome. Lisa Remo. Arizona Jumper, Dolores Colbert, Madison. Breaker. Kana Kajana Sahin Katai from India. M. J.P. Scott Vixler, Blake Robinson, George Ordway. Thanks for watching, George. Cherry Cola. Cindy Jones, Sheila. Team Trying. Josie Blue. Anonymous. Jenny Lassiter. Jenny did not like Don't Thumbs Up. There's different opinions on that movie among our viewers and among society. Cherry Cola. Thanks for watching. Sheila Zipper. Dizzle Dog. Dolores Colbert. Thanks, Clint, for sending the video in. Thanks so much, Chris Slovic, for the lovely magnets from Thailand. Thailand. Golden Triangle magnets. Thailand. Myanmar. Laos. Unfortunately, it's not focusing. Ooh. So nice. From Chris Slovic. 77 Pool Bop, thanks for watching. Josie Blue. Jonathan Wysakowski. Black Wind. Gringo. Hey, thanks to everybody who donated too. So nice of you. Arizona Jumper, thank you. Gringo, Patrick Davis, and Teresa Young. Very nice of you guys. Thank you so much. Emily Andrews was here. UV Lightning was here. Jay Marie was here. Betsy's Barn. Cindy Jones. Tim Ahern. Dave Moss. The Lambs is the Light. The Lamb is the Light was here. The Lamb is the Light. Hey, South Jersey Larry was here. Appreciate you joining our mini stream. It's going to end up being an hour and a half. An hour and a half mini stream. Hey, Lookner channel on Twitter. Sometimes post exclusive content over there. Lookner channel on Twitter. See, I said before, going to do a mini stream in a little bit, at Lookner channel on Twitter. Darren Markley, thanks for watching. Richard Scott Bixler, thanks for watching. Country Girl, thanks for watching. Yes, MSU Kiwi, you're right. Edward did not come tonight. He did not come to the broadcast. Maybe he's doing something fun. Jock Godbout, thanks for watching. All right, folks. It is time to wrap it up. Zipper, thanks for watching. We're wrapping up the stream. So thank you again for joining me for our late night Tuesday mini stream. I hope you have an enjoyable evening and a good day wherever you are. And more streams coming up soon. Thanks again to our moderators too. And all the lurkers out there. Thank you, lurkers. All right, guys. That is it. Thanks for joining our live mini stream. And we will see you very, very soon.